Hello students, welcome to your how-to video on using the Density Laboratory Gizmo in Explore Learning. This is the how-to video on the Gizmo you will use for the Week 2 online lab physical properties. Now you'll notice when you look at my screen that there are 1 through 12 unknowns. We are not going to use the crowns, so all the unknowns will be found on the first 3 shelves. Again, you will pick the 6 unknowns you want to use as long as you don't double up with a friend or sibling if you have one in the class. You will want to make sure you write down the unknown numbers as well as the appearance of each one. Now, I'm going to show you how to use the scale as well as the graduated cylinder and how to move any object here. So let's say I'm going to use A just so I'm not giving answers to anybody and their unknowns. If I want to take this mass of this crown, I would click and drag it down to the scale. It would give me the mass of the crown, and that's what I would record in my data table. And then in order to measure the volume, I would click the crown and put it into the graduated cylinder. Now you'll notice the volume changed. When we are doing water displacement, we have to look at the volume change, not the total volume, because we're measuring the volume of the crown, not the volume of the water that we had before. So the volume of the crown or my item would be 65 milliliters, and I would get that by taking 465 milliliters and subtract 400 milliliters from that. My answer would be 65 milliliters, which is the volume of my crown. That's how you go about to do your measurements. You have to calculate density. The density lab does not give you the density of the object. Some things to keep in mind when you are doing this assignment: do not change the liquid density. This should always be at 1 because that is the density of water. So leave this part alone right here, and we're not going to be using the beaker of liquid either. So you'll use the scale and the graduated cylinder in order to measure the mass and the volume of your unknown values.